Oh, hello. We didn't see you there.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, I'm Neil.
And I'm Claire,
And we are from the podcast FMK Lit.
where we read 2 romance
A
novels,
straight one and a queer one.
and then we play FMK with the characters.
But today we're here with our besties from Books Inc. Hello.
Hello.
Besties from Books Inc. I'm sure everyone knows who you are, but just in case, let's all introduce ourselves.
I'm Summer. So happy to see you. I work at the Laurel Village location.
I'm Alessandra, and I also work at the Laurel Village location. Hi.
I'm Ingrid, and I manage the Laurel Village location.
Ooh.
Ah, Laurel Village, you don't know how good you have it.
So it is Valentine's Day season, Valentine's Day month, and okay, we have to talk about Bridgerton.
Oh my God.
Yes.
It was my Christmas present. Like, it came and I was like, this is happening right now. I'm sorry, rest of the world, go away. It's my time. But okay, so did everybody watch?
Yes.
Every single episode, as
I
quickly
haven't
as I
seen
could.
it yet.
Yep.
I know. I'm sorry.
I mean,
What?
what are you waiting for?
That's a very good question.
But
I've
why?
seen all the photos. I've seen plenty of YouTube videos about the costuming and
Yeah.
those choices.
But the music, I mean, can we talk music?
Yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
I mean, best ways that modern music has been put into like these fun dance scenes and like orchestral Lady Gaga. Yes, absolutely.
Billie Eilish on the whatever sousaphone or whatever they're playing it on, the harpsichord. Amazing.
Yes.
I had
Amazing.
no idea.
Y'all, you have to.
I just love punishing myself, apparently.
Yes.
But also, I mean, those sex scenes.
Yes.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
mean, they went there.
Wow.
And I have to say,
again.
and again, they went there a lot.
Yep.
I saw an interview with a few of the actresses, and they said that it was the most comfortable and secure workspace that they'd ever been in before. They hired people that essentially sort of choreographed the sex scenes like action scenes. So they
Right.
knew everything that was going to be happening. They had people on staff to sort of ease all of the actors into it. And they said that it was just such a different experience to have such intimate moments, you know, with essentially kind of strangers that you probably meet for the first time on set. And I can't imagine that that didn't have some effect on why the scenes are so effective.
Yep.
Right. Oh, that's so good to hear.
And I think all of us who love books can absolutely say that the moment in the library on the ladder was not bad.
It was great.
Oh, to be surrounded by books and those very strong arms.
That's all we want. Oh,
And the clothing and the jewelry. Oh,
Yeah.
And
just-
Simon, please, Simon.
And the naked chests.
no.
So, but the question is, have you all read the book series as well? Are you all familiar with that?
I've only
I've
read the
read-
first one.
Me
I read it.
too.
but there it is.
There it is.
I have read the whole series. And so there were some things I was like, and other things like I'm excited about. Like there are some things I do hope that as we get further into the series, they change.
Oh,
That I would be happy with if they changed. And some things where I'm like, I don't know how they're going to do this particular storyline. But I'm looking forward to seeing how they do it. And I got to tell you, like, there are, like, my 2 favorite books are still to come.
Oh.
which ones are they? Which are your two?
No,
favorite?
no spoilers. No spoilers.
Oh, come on.
Which is
Nope,
so new for
nope.
us.
I refuse.
Okay.
Besides, we have other things to talk about, and I really want to get to talking about Bookstore Romance Day.
I'm so excited too.
Well, tell us how
Tell
it's
us
working this
everything.
year.
So it is August 21st, which is a Saturday. It's a little touch and go right now of how different or the same it may be. Bookstores across the country are signing on to participate in this amazing day that essentially just celebrates romance and all it can be in independent bookstores. The theme this year is sort of sci-fi, fantasy, alternate ways of telling romance, which I'm so excited about. Ideally, we might actually be able to like see each other in person in stores by then. I mean, maybe.
They say in San Francisco it might be possible. We'll see.
Oh,
We'll see.
so,
But oh my God, that'd be so
the other
amazing.
super exciting aspect of it is that there is an ambassador this year. Um, Kit Rocha, Devil. Yeah, yeah, did you? Mercenary librarians. I'm super excited. So, um, they'll be doing extra special things and reaching out and just ambassadorizing all over before August 21st. So I'm just really excited. That was
Oh,
just recently announced.
oh my God, that is very cool. I think for people unfamiliar with Kit Rocha, does anybody want to talk about those books a little bit and that author?
Oh, please tell me everything.
I mean, because Kit Rocha's two people.
Correct.
And there's fans of post-apocalyptic genre. This is the author you want to head towards, and you want to do it right away. I would have to say one of the sexiest consensual but rough sex scenes I've read was in one of those books, and also like world building is super fun on top of it, and just like, and also both of those authors are extremely accessible on Twitter and talk a lot about romance and a lot about like getting into the genre, but also getting into writing of it, like very much a part of like the community of writers. And so like very exciting. This is I may just have fangirled out a lot.
And just like the slim chance that we'll be able to do it in person makes my heart sing. So everyone watching, stay home so that in August we can hang out at a bookstore together and talk about romance. Thank you.
We deserve it. We deserve
we
it.
all deserve it.
Oh man, we deserve a little in-store time, don't we?
Right. So thank you so much for telling us. Summer, a little bird also told me that you have your finger on the pulse of what's going on with teen romance these days.
I mean, I don't know about the pulse, but my pulse has been on a couple of books in teen recently. One that I have read and one that I have not, which I'm just dying to read. So the first one I have to, if and you guys don't know The Extraordinaries by T.J. Klune. Ooh. Can I
That's
just show you the
fantastic cover.
jacket reveal?
Oh,
I know. Control yourselves. So, Nikki, teen, loves writing fan fiction about superheroes, wants to be extraordinary. It's kind of an alternate reality where there are actual people that are extraordinary and kind of can become, superheroes or supervillains. Anyway, Nick writes fan fiction a lot, and he has some ADHD problems and some concern problems and, just general issues, but he's fantastic and fabulous and extraordinary in so many ways. And he writes his fan fiction with his very best friend, who may perhaps be a little bit more and may also perhaps be a little extraordinary in certain ways. But it also explores questions of what is really, who's the hero and who's a villain, and what makes someone extraordinary and what you need to be extraordinary. I love the voice. Laughing out loud. And I'm not going to blow anything, but there are two love interests, and it just charmed me to no end. T.J. Klune, Extraordinaries.
That sounds so lovely.
And the other one that I'm really excited about is Roman and Jewel. Imagine a Hamiltonization of Romeo and Juliet. So modern day, diverse cast on Broadway. One girl's an understudy, but of course there's sort of a love triangle. the Roman and Jewel, I'm super looking forward to that one.
Right.
And I know we shouldn't judge books by their covers, but those were amazing covers.
Those are fantastic covers.
I mean, come on.
Oh my god, I didn't even see the faces before. Oh my god, that's
I know.
gorgeous.
I know.
And there's a knife in there too.
Good. Yeah.
Oh yeah. They're
I
getting
wonder
them all
what
in
that's
there.
foreshadowing.
Wonder.
Great. Well,
And just another teen recommendation before.
yeah,
Oh, yes, please,
of
please,
course.
please.
And I don't have the book with me right now, but I absolutely loved it. This is Heartstopper by Alison Oseman. I do not know how to pronounce that. Sorry, guys. But this is absolutely gorgeous. I read it and I had to give it to two of my coworkers because I was so excited. It is about Charlie, a like little nerdy sweetheart, and then Nick, who is a lacrosse player who is like really big and lovable, and it's just so cute. There are 2 volumes out right now, and the third one comes out in May, and I'm desperate to have it because I love this so much. I read both volume 1 and volume 2 on the same day. It was that good.
Great.
Allie, is that a graphic novel?
It is
that
a
one?
graphic novel. Yes.
So exciting.
So
I
so
just
good.
love crossing genres and still having it all be romance. I mean, there's just so many ways to read that way, which I think is why Books for Romance Day is using that kind of jumping board to cross over into different genres. I love it.
Love it. And I mean, while we're on the topic of recommendations, this Valentine's Day is a little different from Valentine's Days we've experienced before. I think it's safe to say that everyone could use a little extra love this Valentine's Day. So all of us recommendations for this Valentine's Day to read. Let's start with Ingrid.
Well, so I really love sort of contemporary romance. And my favorite is the enemies to lovers, and the really awkward guy who needs to come out of his shell or whatever. So right now I just happen to be reading Not That Kind of Guy by Andy Christopher, and just finished a couple of Christina Loren, who I just love. So she's got a book coming up called The Soulmate Equation. It's not out yet, but it is fabulous, and put it on your list, and it's just wonderful. So 2 of my faves right now.
Great.
Awesome.
Great. Alessandra, what do you have to recommend to us?
So many books. So,
Obvi.
no, right? So right now, I am still a lot into the urban fantasy and kind of little apocalyptic. I love anything by Ilona Andrews, and Burn for Me is this first book in the Hidden Legacy series. Yes, I remember you talking about it, Neil, before.
Yes. Okay, we just have to do it for an episode by this point. I mean, like, come on.
Exactly. I love the original trilogy, and then I read the novella that came after, and they came out with more books about the sister of the main character of the first one. I love all the books that they have written, and so far they haven't disappointed. I'm so excited about this series. And besides that, I have been listening to a lot of audio romances. I just very recently listened to 13 romance books by this author named Dorinda Jones, all on Libro FM. And they're all like also the supernatural. You can probably not see it really well, but it's like this girl who happens to be like the Grim Reaper, and she falls in love with the son of Satan.
I mean, just casually, she just happens to be. Goodness.
Yep. So 13 books total in the series, all supernatural, magic, heaven and earth are about to collapse. It's amazing. I would basically describe it as Veronica Mars meets supernatural. It's absolutely great. Yep.
What more could you want?
Exactly.
100% sold.
Yep. And listening to it is great. The narrator is amazing. She makes like all the voices, like you are just immersed in that world. And just go to Libro FM and get it there. They have all of the books.
Great.
Yeah.
That's amazing, because I just read the first book in a series by Deandra Jones as well, but it's not supernatural, but it is it's more of a mystery.
I happen to have
Bad Day for Sunshine. Oh my God, you guys, Loved it. So it's a little Veronica Mars, but it's a little kind of Gilmore Girls-y too. So the main character, goes back to her hometown with her teenage daughter, and she's the chief of police, the sheriff or something. And a kid goes missing, whatever. So the daughter is also helping her, all her friends, find this teenage kid that's gone missing. It's
Wow.
so I just love the humor and of course there's an old flame that she's been pining over, and she goes back home and man, she's
naturally.
It's a little closed door romance. There's nothing. She has a dream that gets a little steamy, but it's just slow burn like the whole book, and she does that so well.
Great.
Love that one.
Is that your recommendation, Summer, or do you have something else for us too?
I'm halfway through. Paris is always a good idea because, yes, it is. My inside secret, my birthday is February 14th too. So I'm a little kind of misty about life. It's a big birthday for me. And this is the story of a girl who goes back to all of the places that she was in Europe when she took, the European trip the year after college. And so she goes back to all these places, and it just kind of brings you back kind of, that first time you're traveling alone in Europe. And so it's good so far.
That actually ties in really well with my recommendation, which is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. Oh, so good. It's period piece, and it's about a young lord and his friend that he's secretly in love with, and his sister doing the grand tour of the continent before our main character has to settle down and sort of take over the family business back in England. There's hijinks, there's pining. So I definitely recommend it, only with the caveat of if reading about other people traveling won't make you real sad right now. So if you're in a space where you can pretend like you're traveling, I recommend this book. If not, probably don't read it yet.
I loved that. It's so good. And there's a second one about the sister.
Yeah.
Separately.
The Ladies' Guide to Petticoats and Piracy.
That's it.
Which, come on.
It's so good. The voice. I would laugh out loud in that one too. I just love his approach to life. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, and then I guess that leaves me.
Yes,
and of course,
Claire.
Love the fantasy, and so my recommendation is Stardust by Neil Gaiman. Like it is a comfort read. This is definitely something you easily fall into. It is a very quick read. This is something you could read 2 or 3 times and like still get stuff out of, but also it's such a fast intake. But it's also so full of classic like romance, and also like a little bit of like stuck together, a little bit of hate to love, a little bit of like opposites attract, and it's darling, it's adorable, it's very funny, and it does have a happy ending. And it's not of this world, it is of a different world entirely. There is a movie that was a very fun movie that I've absolutely enjoyed, but the book just has Neil Gaiman's voice in it, which is just full of like satire and dark humor, and it's just lovely. And I think it's one of those like light, lovely, fun things that makes you feel good inside.
Great.
Don't we all that right now? Oh my God.
Right.
No. It's a fact.
Just take us away. Light, lovely, fun.
We all need Neil Gaiman and a drink, and we'll be
fine. Yeah.
Oh, yes. That's fine. I'm on board.
We got having a drink with Neil Gaiman. Oh my God. Now I'm sad that that's not what we're doing right now.
There's got to be some scotch or bourbon or whiskey or something in a Neil Gaiman drink, don't you think?
I think so.
Sure.
Yeah. Although right now, one of my favorite things would be to say, and into the chat enters a Neil Gaiman. I'm sorry, fans. That's not happening.
No, we're living out our Valentine's fantasies in front of your eyes.
You get all of the wonderful Laurel Heights Books Inc. people who are here to shepherd you into good feels on this Valentine's Day. Remember, mark your calendars for that special day. Give us the date again.
August 21st.
Everybody's got time. You've got time.
Romance Day. Yeah. Set a reminder for yourself now, and then hopefully By then we'll be able to hang out.
Yes.
Yeah. Great. So thank you so much for joining us, Books Inc. friends. Thank you for joining us, viewers and readers. And be sure to pick up one of these books we've recommended just to make your Valentine's Day just like that much more romantic. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.